You like my sweater?
Yeah.
Thank you. It's my favorite sweater. I wore it just for you guys. I got all cleaned up. Wore my favorite sweater. You want to know what I named my sweater? Guess what I named my sweater? No, its name is Bill Cosby, but good guess. It's the first time Bill Cosby's ever consensually been on top of a white woman. I didn't think that joke would be cyclical when I wrote it. He's eating Jell-O pudding in prison, you guys. For real. He's eating Jell-O pudding in prison, and I know that's so ironic that I love it, but at the same time, I don't think it's fair that he gets dessert for the next 3 to 10 years. I think for the next 3 to 10 years, that all Bill Cosby should get to eat are dick sandwiches fed to him by Oprah Winfrey. For real. Can you just I like to picture it like he's in solitary, not for anything that he did, but because people keep throwing foodstuffs at him for telling jokes in prison, which is real. You can look it up on the internet. I like to imagine him in solitary confinement, and then the clock strikes noon, and Oprah Winfrey's voice comes over a loudspeaker like, "Bill Cosby!" And then through a slot in the door, an orange tray pops out. On it is a severed dick in between a stale hoagie, American cheese, is the worst kind of cheese, grilled peppers, onions. It's lunchtime! It's lunchtime, Bill Cosby. And then she has to, her face pops up on, a blank wall, and she starts coaching him through eating it. Every day, 3 times a day, for the next 3 to 10 years. I think that's what I think justice is, you guys. Can you imagine, though, Oprah on the wall, coaching him through eating a dick sandwich? Just the tip, Bill Cosby. We'll start just the way you like it. Now, come on, the whole thing, every last bite. And then he just, falls into a floor and cries into a ball. Just for the next 3 to 10 years, I think that's justice. That's what I think. All right, we'll talk about something less depressing. I got raped at a party when I was 21. Good news is I'm really good at throwing parties. Alright, come on guys, it's not a rape joke if I have to ask permission to tell it. Come on, you know you like it. Alright, my bad, I'm sorry, I didn't realize I didn't have your consent. Alright guys, here's the thing, everyone's like, Izzy, stop talking about rape on stage or making people uncomfortable, but the way I see it is if you live in LA and you haven't been raped or molested and my material makes you uncomfortable, you're the one doing the raping and the molesting. Right? Basic, that's a basic. No, but I promise we will talk about something less depressing. I went to go see my dad recently. Anyone else here have a dad? Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I went to go see my dad. I had to go take his keys. He's old. He's not allowed to drive anymore. Here's what this dumbass did. He has these stone posts. He went and retired in West Virginia because he's full of good ideas. And he backed his car into one of these stone posts in his driveway, and then he told me not to worry about it because he was only drunk. That's my dad. So I went to go take his keys. We're running errands our last day in town. I take him to the post office. And the lady at the post office, super cool, very cordial, gets in and out of the post office. We're there for 5 minutes tops. And we're leaving the post office. My dad's all happy. I'm like, what are you so happy about? He's like, wow, she was really pretty. Yeah, I was like, okay, yeah, and good at her job. Can you say something nice about her? It's not about her looks. My dad thinks about it for a minute. He's like, you know what? You're right. She had great tits. Thank you, Dad. That's my dad. My mom, she's dead. Don't feel bad about it. She died on election day. I find peace in that. She died in the morning while Clinton was ahead in the polls, so she died with hope. I know, guys. I haven't been able to figure out which is worse, the death of my mother or the death of democracy. You can laugh about it. It's fine. We're all fucked together. All right? We're all fucked together. Plus, she saved some lives when she died. She saved 3 lives. Someone got her kidney, someone got her lungs, someone got her liver, which shocked me because I didn't know there's any mileage left on that thing. Someone else here has a mother that was an alcoholic. That's awesome. Solidarity. Yeah, man. Dude, don't get me wrong. I love my mom. She was very dear to me. We had a very difficult relationship, but I loved her, and but I figured out she was crazy when we went shopping for my first bra. We went to Victoria's Secret. per my dad's advice, which is how you know my family's weird. And we're in Victoria's Secret, and my mom's like, do you want a white bra or a black bra? I'm like, Mom, we're in Victoria's Secret. There is a rainbow of underwear in front of us. Why does it have to be just white or black? And she looks at me with more intensity than a laser beam. She's like, anything besides white or black is tacky, Isabel. Now you can be a Jackie, you can be a Marilyn, now pick one, goddammit. Damn, Mom. You have strong opinions and intimate knowledge of 1950s marketing strategies. How do you know this? Mad Men hasn't even come out yet. Yeah. So she's dead. But, plus side to her dying in West Virginia, she's no longer living in hell. Some of you have been there, clearly. Yeah, dude. I don't know, it was weird. I didn't know what to do when she died, because, I wasn't raised religious. My dad went to Catholic school, but he raised us agnostic, and he used to, preach about the Bible every night at dinner like a cult leader. And then, so I didn't grow up with, a concept of heaven. So, as a kid, I'd ask my dad, I'm like, well, what's heaven like? He's like, I don't know, I've never been. I'm like, oh, thanks, very helpful, Dad. I'm like, so what's it like? He's like, all I know is that you wait in line at the pearly gates. I'm like, line? He's like, yeah, at the post office? Yeah, at the water fountain? Yeah, in line for school? Yeah, a fucking line, Isabel. But now, as an adult, I wonder, what if that line is more like airport security? It's backed up for centuries, so they're just trying to bring their shit with them. At the front of the line, if I was going through the metal detector, they're like, sir, you can't bring your mummified cat into heaven. He's like, what? Falafel? No, he's good. He's health trained. I trained him myself. The back of the line, they're scanning a white dude with a wand. He's all pissed off. He's like, I don't even look Muslim. They're like, no, sir. We're looking for evangelicals. I'm mad that we're gay people in here. What do you think happens when you die? Do you think you get to tag the next person that dies? My mom died and she was like, tag, you're it, Leonard Cohen. Leonard Cohen was like, tag, you're it, Alan Rickman. Alan Rickman was like, tag, you're it, Colombian soccer team. He tagged some guy from Ohio and he had the best day of his death. He was like, tag, you're it, Carrie Fisher. Got to tag her own mom. Circle of life, you guys. Come on, you didn't know these people. I remember when I came out to my parents, my dad, he was so understanding. I was like, Dad, I'm bisexual. And he said, okay, I get it. That means you're a lesbian now. I said, no, Dad, it doesn't work like that. It's only during full moon. My mom used to ask me all the time, she's like, what do you like better, men or women? I'm like, Mom, they both suck. They're doing it right. Dating in LA is hard. Lesbians won't date me. They're afraid I'll leave them for a dude. Dudes will only date me because they think they can get a three-way out of it. You gotta be at least an 8 on a scale of 1 to 10 to ask a girl that at a bar randomly and get away with it. It'd be a 7 if the girl's your friend. A 4 if you're at a wedding. Generally speaking, I feel like the rule is 8. You can't date in a city when you're horny. It's like going grocery shopping when you're hungry. You're gonna make bad decisions. Okay, we've all done it. We've all left the house a little too high, a little too late at night, woken up the next morning, found a stack of Lunchables in our bed. Who bought all these Lunchables? Who's gonna eat these? You get the good kind. You get the kind with the Capri Sun and the Snickers. Like the shitty cheese and cracker ones because you had too much wine. You weren't feeling fancy. I gotta roll another blunt and eat those things. You're gonna have Lunchables texting you for days trying to Netflix and chill. I was walking home from work the other night. I was in my work uniform, black shirt, black pants, extra pair of shoes because they were my work shoes. I was wearing a hat. I had a backpack. That night, I looked like a 12-year-old homeless boy. Some guy pulled up to me anyway. He was like, hey, girl, can I help you out with the ride? I was like, no, thanks, I'm good. And I kept walking. Because I'm sure this guy is a really nice guy. I'm sure. He's a nice guy. Just trying to give me a ride home, I'm sure of it. The thing is, what I heard was, hey, girl, want to get raped? No, thanks, I'm good. Are you sure? Yep, I'm positive. Continue on about my way. As I'm almost home, he pulls up a third time. Oh. Yeah, true story. This time with candy. I'll be honest, I was scared. I was right next to my house and he had Snickers bars. Like, how does he know that's my favorite candy? Like, naturally, I told him to fuck off. I'm like, you know, if I'm gonna rape and murder, I should go out fighting. He's got butthurt. He's like, I'm just trying to help you make some money. And then he drives away. Yeah, I was like, damn it. I like money. I need that shit. And I'm poor. I had to give up cocaine. Okay, let's be honest. It came down to that. If I want to feel awesome for 5 minutes, regret and shame for the next 15, I just masturbate. It's so much cheaper. All right, I want to leave you guys on a story. I have to tell you this thing that happened to me recently. I had bad sex recently. Give it up for me. Thank you. Thank you. It wasn't that his dick was small. It wasn't that he didn't know how to use it. Both those things are true, but not the point of the story. It was that as we were getting dressed, he turns to me and he says, Izzy, you should dress more like a girl. Yeah, I know, true story. He actually said those words to me. I was like, oh, my bad, I'm sorry. I thought you took my clothes off to have sex with me. Not to take me on a shopping spree to Forever 21. Like, I know I'm queer. I didn't realize I was so queer that every time I fuck a dude, he becomes my shopping buddy. I mean, like, before sex, he barely knew what a peacoat was. Now he's trying to tell me that I have a winter palate. The sad part is, after I kicked him out, I Googled it, and he was right. This whole time, I thought I was a spring. Okay, that's my time. Thank you, Burbank.